Greetings all, Devious Monkey here, and today I'm going to talk about pain. Why about pain? Because I'm in excruciating pain. Tuesday, while I was doing my normal day job stuff, I was sitting in a dealership waiting to talk to the general manager, just sitting there, flipping through my iPad, reading the news, and I was there for 20 minutes. And when the GM came in and said, "Hello, how you doing?" and I tried to stand up, that's where things went bad. I got through the meeting and was able to drive home, and the entire time, it's like a 2-hour drive, the entire time my shoulder and neck were just clamping, just tight, and I was in a lot of pain. I couldn't move. I mean, by the time I got home, there was absolutely no comfortable position, and I was just in excruciating pain. But, you know, it was nighttime. I had to wait till the next day. So while I was driving home, I did call to book a massage for the next day that I couldn't get until 4, and I knew I was going to have to go to the chiropractor. So as the night progressed, I thought for sure that I had somehow dislocated my shoulder, because that's where the pain was really central on, all up here. I couldn't lift my arm. I couldn't do anything except whimper in pain. So, you know, my wife took good care of me, and I did what I could to sleep through the night and everything. And then I still had to get up the next day and do my second day of meetings, but they were all local within Virginia Beach. And my wife, ever the loving wife, was not too thrilled with me for actually still working, because I only had the use of one arm. And she said, "How are you supposed to drive?" And I was like, "Oh, I only drive with one arm anyways. What difference does it make?" So I did my work. I ended up going to the chiropractor. God love her, Dr. Rose, very quickly said, "It's not your shoulder, it's your neck. Your neck went out of place, and clearly you pinched a nerve." And that just wreaked havoc everywhere. So, I do kind of wish that I could have filmed it so that you could have watched me yelp like a little girl when she snapped my shoulder back into place, because it did get messed up from my neck being so tight. But everything went back into position the way that it should be. And then she had me sit there for a while with the ice pack on, because she knew I didn't have a massage until 4. Went to the masseuse, and she worked wonders on everything. And actually, you can't see it, but I look like I was ravaged by somebody. And all the scratches and the pinches and everything from her doing everything. So I feel a lot better now. Again, I'm still in excruciating pain because the damage was done. If you've ever pinched a nerve or had thrown your back out or your neck out or anything, you know what I'm talking about. It tweaks, and then your body goes into reaction. So the nerve was pinched, which was making me hunch, and my shoulder was going forward and forward and forward. And then because I was trying to compensate for the excruciating pain, I was moving in a different way, holding different things, which then made this go bad, made that go bad, blah, 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 blah. So this is why I want to get into this. And I am going to be shooting a video about being a creator when your body doesn't want to play ball. That's coming. I do have permission. I'm gonna shoot with the chiropractor next week. My masseuse is gonna let me shoot with her, and I'm gonna go through and show you all the shit that I have to do because of my disability. Now, that's a later time. This is more specific about the pain, not creating with a disability. So the pain, yesterday, as I was leaving to go to the chiropractor, my wife had texted me, and she was like, "Are you still surviving?" And I had just had some issues at work that had me pissed off, and I was in 10 times more pain yesterday than I am now, even though I am still in pain. And just everything sort of came together, boom, at a spearhead, and I was very low. I was at a very low point, and very upset and very just dejected. So that's what led me, and then after I went to the chiropractor and the masseuse and felt 10,000 times better, and how different my attitude was. that's the crux of this video. And I wanted to talk about that so that maybe you might understand or at least sympathize with somebody that's in pain. Pain is a great motivator. I think it is the motivator, because I think that everybody makes their decisions based on either trying to move away from pain or avoid it, basically. So to get out of pain or to avoid it. So it can do one of two things. It can either motivate you to make things better, or it can depress you. And then everything just collapses and you decide that the world sucks and everybody sucks and your life sucks and you're never going to be out of this pain and the pain is horrible and woe is you. Before any of this happened to me, in 1999, when my back first became very angry, I would have given you a different video than I'm giving you now. After living with this kind of pain for 20 years, I can understand why people become addicted to painkillers. I can understand why people can be raging assholes. I understand why people commit suicide. Because of pain. I don't want to get into, anything else. I have literally sat there in tears thinking to myself, I cannot deal with this anymore. And then having a realization of, oh my God, this is that point where people decide to commit suicide. I mean, I was right there. Now, I wouldn't ever, because that's something that's deeply instilled in me that I would not do that. But I at least understand getting to that point. And it's a shitty point to be at. It's a very harsh realization to realize that all of a sudden the switch flips and you realize, Jesus, now I know why people will do that. Now I know why people are taking freaking handfuls of painkillers, because they can't deal with the pain. I mean, it was awful. It was absolutely awful. And I texted my wife and I said, I hate my job. I'm still in massive amount of pain. I'm miserable. And I just want to cry. And, the whole way to the chiropractor, that's kind of how I was feeling. And being in traffic didn't help. And I was just like, and then when Dr. Rose fixed things and got them back and the energy was flowing the way that it should have been, and then I got my massage and everything, and I felt better and I could move my arm, because see, you can see my hand. Now, I can't lift it straight forward. It is like, oh my God. Okay? And going down is even worse. Giggity. But moving it to the side, it's a lot easier. Like a chicken wing, huh? Okay? But going back forward, oh my God. Like this entire area. It's like Lana Kane's got a freaking, Yeti hand grip on my shoulder. And it hurts really badly. But of course here I am still moving my arm because I'm an idiot, and that's the kind of shit that I do. Because I refuse to sit here and succumb to this pain and be a slave to it. So I force myself to push past that fucking pain. Well, I'm not pushing past it. It fucking hurts. And it's still there, and it's going to be there. But it isn't going to get any better if I coddle it and I don't try to stretch it and move it past that point of comfort. Now, I'm not going to... I'm not going to go, and... go out and try to do parkour or pull-ups or hang from outside the top floor of my house and all that kind of shit, because that's just dumb, and I will die, or I will hurt myself worse, and I don't want that. So the point being is that okay, after I got fixed up and stuff, then I sort of found my point. And then my motivation came back, and I still laid there and didn't do anything last night. I fell asleep on the couch, not something I often do. I woke up, I went to bed. It was like not even 8:30. I laid there for 10 minutes and realized that I couldn't fall asleep now. And I got up and I watched YouTube videos and then watched anime like I used to do all the time. And life was grand. Now, today, I'm better. It's way better than it was yesterday. But again, the damage is done and all this shit hurts. So I have to push past that. I have to keep pushing it. I have to keep stretching it. I've been doing work all day. sitting at the desk. I've been making myself get up every 10 or so minutes so that I'm moving and I'm not just sitting there trying to hold the mouse and doing what I usually do. And I realize now that I have absolutely no choice because I don't want to go through this again. I probably still will, but I don't want it to debilitate me and to get me into that mindset again. So I know I need to pump it back up. Now, I've lost 10 pounds since the beginning of January. I have changed my diet completely. I'm still not exercising on any kind of regular basis. And I have absolutely no choice at this point, but I have to start doing yoga because that's the only thing that I think is going to help me get to a point where this kind of shit doesn't happen. I mean, for God's sakes, I was sitting on a chair flipping through an iPad and I tweaked my neck, and that's just unacceptable. So that's the whole point of the pain thing that I'm talking about, is that pain will either shut you down or it will motivate you. And I went through both of those routes yesterday, and I can say that I much prefer the motivating portion of the pain. Now, I'm not putting anybody down for just sitting down and just, you can't take it. Trust me, I've been there. I was there yesterday, and it sucks. And I'm sorry that you have to go through your pain, because I know I'm sorry that I have to go through mine. It sucks. And I don't want to become a raging drug addict by taking painkillers, so the only thing that I'll take is ibuprofen. Probably too much of it, but I will not take any extra drugs for that. And everybody's got to go to the doctor, they'll give you painkillers. And I'm not going down that route. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this the natural way and the stubborn way and try to make myself right and keep myself as right as I can, because that's what I'm motivated to do now. My pain after my low point has motivated me to try to get better. Part of that is like, now tomorrow I was supposed to do a photo shoot. I met on Monday with a new model that we got together on Monday in a Starbucks, and we just talked for like 3 hours, got to know each other, and we have very similar tastes and styles and kind of like goals of what we want to do and the kind of stuff we want to shoot. So I was supposed to do that tomorrow, but I can't even lift my arm up, let alone hold a camera and pull it up. So, I moved too fast there. So, the photo shoot's off. But that's, I can't do anything about that. And to try to do the photo shoot would be irresponsible of me, and it would be bad, and there would be shitty pictures, and it's not fair to her either. But the point is that I'm a creator. I'm happiest with a camera in my hand. I'm happiest blathering on camera and talking to you guys. I'm happiest when I'm out walking about taking pictures and just creating something. And yesterday the only thing I was creating was angst and anger and self-pity, and I didn't like that. So my challenge to you, for those of you that have to deal with a disability and a pain, is finding that motivation, finding a way around the pain to keep on creating. For me, it's almost therapeutic to continue to do that. And I couldn't wait to shoot this video today, because I wanted to do it last night, but everything was just still too tender and I couldn't deal with it. So I challenge you all in pain to find a way, if you can't push past the pain, to become friends with it and work around it and keep on creating. I believe in you. I know you can do it. I can do it. And if I can do it, because I've turned into a big whiny baby, if I can do it, you can do it too. And if you need somebody to talk to, or you need to commiserate with somebody, or you need to ask questions about, that, reach out to me. I'm there for you, because I understand. And I want to help you through it. So if you can't pick up your camera, put it on the desk, put it on a pillow, put it on a tripod, and start shooting and work through the pain. And you'll be a lot happier for it. And that's the message I want to take you today. So thanks for sitting here and listening to me whine and watching me try to stretch and wince. That other video talking, more in depth about what I do and showing you how I do things, that's coming, I promise. But until then, remember, kids, forward and up.